The Firefly and the Blind Elder. Why the light within matters most. In the quiet village of Omaroko, nestled between thick forests and soft misty hills, there lived an old man named Baba Tandari. His back was bent like a bow, his beard long and gray like the roots of the Iroko tree, and his eyes were clouded with blindness. Yet despite his condition, villagers often came to seek his wisdom. Some called him a seer. Others believed he could feel truths others could not see. But among the children of the village, Baba Tandari was just a blind man who sat under the baobab tree, humming songs only he understood. They mocked him, laughed behind his back, and called him Old Darkness. All except one. Her name was Zelu, a curious 10-year-old girl with a wild imagination and a gentle spirit. Zelu loved stories, especially those the elders whispered at dusk. She believed Baba Tandari's silence was not emptiness, but a story waiting to be heard. One day, as the Harmattan winds blew, the village plunged into fear. For 7 nights in a row, a mysterious darkness fell earlier than usual. The sun disappeared before evening, and not even the moon or stars could pierce through the thick, haunting gloom. Lanterns flickered and died, torches refused to burn, and children screamed as shadows crept like spirits. The elders summoned the village priest, who threw cowries and declared, "The gods are displeased. Someone has hidden their light. Until it is found and released, Omaroko shall remain in the grip of darkness." Confused and desperate, the villagers searched every hut, every shrine. They accused each other, punished innocent children, and even offered sacrifices, but the darkness only deepened. Zelu, holding tight to her little wooden doll, wandered near the baobab tree where Baba Tandari sat as usual, humming. She hesitated, then asked, "Baba, do you know where the light is hiding?" Baba Tandari paused, then smiled gently. "Ah, little Zelu, the light the village is looking for cannot be found in firewood or in the sky. It is inside someone, burning, waiting." Zelu blinked. "Inside someone? How?" "In times like this," Baba Tandari whispered, "those with light inside must be brave enough to shine it." She didn't understand, not completely. But that night, while everyone huddled in fear, she dreamed. And in her dream, she saw a tiny firefly dancing through the darkness, lighting the way to Baba Tandari's hut. The next morning, she returned to him. "Baba, I had a dream about a firefly." "Good," he said, nodding. "That firefly is you." Confused but determined, Zelu started doing something different. She went around the village, not with a lantern or a stick, but with kindness. She sang to crying babies, helped old Mama Dupu fetch water, cleaned the dusty shrine steps, and even shared her only yam with a hungry boy. Slowly, children began to follow her, imitating her ways, and something strange began to happen. Wherever Zelu walked, a soft glow seemed to follow. It wasn't a physical light, but it warmed the heart. A scared child stopped crying. A bitter neighbor smiled for the first time in years. A lonely widow laughed. Then on the 8th night, a small flicker of light appeared in the sky. Then another. The stars returned. The moon slowly rose. And finally, the darkness lifted. The villagers gathered in awe. "What happened?" they asked. "What broke the curse?" Baba Tandari, now sitting in the middle of the village square, raised his hand. "You all searched the skies and the shrines for light, but failed to look inside yourselves. This child," he said, pointing to Zelu, "found her light and dared to let it shine." From that day, the villagers treated Zelu with admiration, but more importantly, they learned. They began to speak with kindness, help one another, and see that true light wasn't just in the sun or stars, but in courage, compassion, and selflessness. As for Baba Tandari, he smiled quietly under the baobab tree, humming once more. And though he remained blind, the village knew. He had always seen more than they ever could. True light does not come from the sky or flame. It comes from within, a light made of kindness, love, and courage. In a world full of darkness, even the smallest act of good can shine brighter than the sun. Please, if you found this impressive, like and subscribe as we unfold another episode.